Hello, amazing people. It's your favorite sensei here again, Sensei Mohau, and we are back again with another video of tackling financial timelines. So, if you are new to the family, please press the subscribe button down there below and also that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we post new lessons. So, this is part 4 of tackling timelines. Here on this video, we will be doing initial deposits and withdrawals together with changing of interest rate. So in the three previous videos, we did introduction of the timelines where I taught what really are timelines, why do we use timelines, what is the importance of using timelines in financial math, why do we use timelines, what is the effect of changing interest whenever we are investing, and when we withdraw, what happens, when we deposit money, what happens to our interest or to the accumulated amount. So if you have not yet watched those videos, please go back again to watch them, and then you'll come back again later on to this video so that you grab more and more and more understanding of what we are doing here. So without any further ado, let's start. So now, the whole made an initial deposit into the account, which the initial deposit was 15,000 rands and at an interest rate of 9.6 compounded quarterly 6 months later. So remember, I said in the previous video, if you are given the time in months, you have to convert that in years. So we all know that 6 months it's equals to half of a year, né? So she withdrew 5,000 from the account, which means now let's go to the timeline. So it's the T0, it's the initial deposit, which was 15,000 rands. Then after that, 6 months later, which is half of this first year, he withdrew 5,000 into the account, né? Then after that, 2 years later, after the initial deposit, né, she deposited another 3,500 into that account. So how much money will she get after 3 years? So now, after 2 years after the initial deposit, which is 1, 2. So here in 2 years after the initial deposit, he deposited 3.5 into the account. Now, we need to now get how much money will she get here at the end of this financial period. So now, timeline makes this very easy and simple. Remember now, 15,000 will be in the account for the whole 3 years. So let me find black. Will be in the account from T0 up until the 3 years. The 15,000 will be in the 15,000 will be in the account for the whole 3 years. But now, when it comes to this, now remember, whatever we withdraw, will affect the interest that we will get for this remaining time period on this 5,000. So which means that if the whole withdrew this amount of money here, and we are left with 2.5 years, so which means this basically will affect the amount of money or the interest rate or the interest that she was going to get on this 5,000. Remember that. And now, if now she deposited again into the account, she will now have 3,500 to accumulate interest for just 1 year, because of it was just in T2, ne? So now here we just have to do each and every one of this amount separately. Then after that we will combine everything together at the end. So now here let's do everything separately. A1 is for the 15,001. So A1 15,000 compounded for 3 years with an interest rate of 9.6. So now here you can see that the interest rate was not changed, ne? So now interest rate was not changed here, so we just going to over 4. Sorry about that. I hope it's visible. This is 4, ne? Over 4 times 3. So interest rate was not changed here, so hence why it's just only one interest rate. So now let's change a marker and do another one while punching this in the calculator. It's 15,000 plus 1 over 0,096 over 4 to the power 12, because of, remember, it's 1938, 41994. Remember, here we don't round off because of we are still have to find other answers when that we will add here. So let's do now for the withdrawal of 5,000. So it's 5,000 that was withdrawn into the account. Now the interest rate on that period was just 9.6. Remember, the interest rate was not changed, so this 9.6 is the interest rate for the whole time period. So it's 0,096 over 4. Now remember, when it comes to now this period, now remember, when it comes to withdrawal, what time do we focus on? We focus on, okay, it was withdrawn 6 months after, so which means it will now affect the amount of the interest for the remaining. So which means, or if now we have 3 years, and in the 3 years we take out 0,5 or half, which means we'll be left with 2,5, which basically we just do it easy with the timeline because it's just half, then 1, 2, ne? Remember that 2,5, then you find the answer, then 8.3, it's for the remaining 1 year, 2,5 of that additional deposit. So now the deposit was made so it's a 1 year, ne? So which means the amount of money just stayed in the account just for a year. So it's 0,095, the same interest rate, but it's just 4 times 1 because of it just stayed for 1 year, ne? So now let's just find the answers of this, and then we add everything. But here, remember, it's for withdrawal. This is for additional deposit. And like I said before, that withdrawal we subtract, deposit we add, ne? So let's do now for the 5,001. 4 times 2,5, and let's now change this 5,000. It's going to be 6,338,25 3001. So remember now, which this means that instead of this person getting 6,338, now he withdrew the money, which means now he forfeited from getting this interest rate, ne? Remember that when we take out money or withdraw money, we affect the interest rate that we will have gotten at the end of the financial period. Ne? Now let's do the other one. 4,436,777,101. So this is the additional deposit one. Ne? So now for the A total, we're going to add everything and subtract the withdrawal one. Ne? So I hope this is understandable. Why is it 2,5 here? Which means that he affected the interest that he was going to get for the remaining 2.5 years. Ne? So let's just add A1 minus withdrawal plus additional deposit. Ne? So let's just do it straight in the calculator. So since now they will want the method, the specific method, so you just going to just do this, write everything down as it is and then subtract this withdrawal one. So in the calculator, you just punch everything as it is here, the answers. So you're just going to take that 19,000 and then subtract with the one that we got for the withdrawal and add with the additional deposit, that the interest of the additional deposit, then just press equals to, then you have your final answer, which is 18,036 rands, 94 cents. So now, which means that instead of Deboho receiving a huge amount of money, unfortunately his money will now be 18,000 instead of, now remember, if she didn't withdraw the amount of money, she was going to receive 24,000. See now, instead of receiving 24,000, now she received 18,000 because of the withdrawal. So in future, remember that if you withdraw into the savings account, you are going to affect the interest. Ne? So thank you all for watching the video. We have now reached the end of this lesson and I hope you enjoyed the lesson. So without any further ado, I am closing the video and thank you for all the support. Peace and love. We are.